Okay. So, what do you think your goal is right now? What are you trying to do, Zarya? Like, what you're looking at your team comp. How do you think you helped them the most?
So on team comp, um, when it's not trying to just put damage to the front line, because they're running the ball comp and whatnot. I guess help them out with the ball. I'm trying to remember. I think ball was being a little bit of a pansy in the back line, but
So even before, because you can't see the enemy team right now. So,
yeah, yeah.
just with your teammates, what is it that you feel like you can help them synergize the most with? What's the easiest thing you can be doing?
Helping uh Anna and stuff in case because in case they ever because this is a popular ball map. Like not knowing they were gonna play ball, there's just a chance that they do.
Hmm.
You can help Anna out if she gets dove or something, if they ever do dive or something. Helping Reinhardt up in the front if they do brawl or something like that.
Hmm.
So
Okay. And then you could always grab dragon. But yeah.
yeah, grab drag and yeah.
Okay. So what
Oh, gross. Ew,
I'm just
that's
gonna go ahead
distracting.
and I'm gonna watch before I say anything because I just want to have an idea of what's going on here. But
That's fair. Oh yeah. I don't know. Yeah, no. I don't know why he did that.
yeah. So from what it looks like, to me, um, and I can put this the nicest way possible. You're a bit of
Hmm.
a pussy, right?
Hey, it's fair.
No, but I said it in the nicest way possible because the idea is this, right? There's multiple
Hmm.
things going on here.
Hmm.
Think of it like this: you are trying to do what at the beginning of a match, Zarya? What's like the most important thing you need to be doing?
Shit. Oh, setting up a Zarya. I don't. Mm.
Well, the most important thing you need to be doing in order to be like truly effective is to build energy,
Yeah.
right? So, what in your playstyle right now has told me, or what from your playstyle that we've watched so far is telling you that you're trying to gain energy right now? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm
There's
standing
zero
behind
intent.
Reinhardt.
So the thing is that I don't even care if you just fed. If you just fed right
Yeah.
here, fine. Um, the idea is that you need to at least try.
Hmm.
It's not so much that it's like go and feed, please. It's just like I want to see you actually make an attempt at building energy, right?
Yeah.
Because the issue is that there's two things. One, that you're not trying to get energy, and then two, you're not really trying to get info either,
Hmm.
right? So the idea is that can you see what's going on from here? Like what's going on like back here? Can you see? You
No.
can't, right? And that's where playing ahead helps you,
Hmm.
right? If you move up here, you could just be lobbing right clicks, building alt charge quicker, right?
Hmm.
And then as people fire at you, you end up
You
using your bubble,
bubble.
right? And
Hmm.
and the thing is this, the way Zarya's health works is her health is half shield. Why do you think that is?
So she has what's it's not survivability. What is it? Sustainability. It's like so.
It's
Like if
not even
she takes.
good.
Mm, I was gonna say if she takes damage, she doesn't have to worry about it too much as long as the first 200. But
Exactly. No, no, that's actually correct, right? The
hmm.
idea is that you can sacrifice that first 200 health knowing that you have a barrier,
Hmm.
right? That 200 health will come back. So there's nothing that you've done so far that's put you into a situation where it's like, right, I'm
Hmm.
looking to, and this is like the number one. If you want some Reinhardt coaching here,
Yeah.
this does nothing.
Yeah.
This shielding, just sitting here with your shield, does nothing because ultimately the only thing it does is make your teammates more dependent on your shield, and then you end up moving somewhere like down here with like 700 shield because you didn't let it recharge all the way, and then you just get
Yeah.
steamrolled over and you don't know what happened, right? So the only this is where I say you need to play selfish, right?
Yeah.
First, worry about yourself and making sure that you get value. because
Mhm.
I don't know if T Kenj is gonna get you value, right?
Mhm.
I know that Stinky Face will get me value. He's the one
Yeah.
I want on my team because I know that he knows, like, or he's at least trying to improve and he's trying to do something, right?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, so yeah, you need to do something. You
Yeah.
need to make an attempt at something because even if you fuck up, the whole point is that you go after this match or after your play session, right? You go to
Mhm.
sleep, you wake up the next day, you have your cereal, and you're sitting there getting ready to play. But before you even play, you just watch a VOD. You watch this VOD back, and you say, "Oh, I shouldn't have fed here. How could I prevent that? I think I should have been a little bit less aggressive. Maybe I could have whatever." Right? But that's the process
Yeah.
of VOD reviewing, right? You
Mhm.
need to actually you need to push your limits if you want to find your limits.
Yeah.
And right now, what limits have you pushed? Nothing.
None.
Nothing. There's just been nothing here. So now you're at 0 energy, and of course you're going to get rolled over,
Yeah.
right? So there's nothing. So it's like, even if your teammates die, who gives a shit, right? If
Mhm.
you can land a right click and then just track somebody and kill them, that's
Mhm.
you getting value. That's you potentially like creating a play. But from what we've seen, there's been no attempt from you to actually make a play.
Yeah.
There's nothing. And then now you're here. But it's like I could go into like micromanaging, like you should have scratch his chin, you should have that's not that doesn't help you. You did nothing for the past like 20 seconds. Like that does nothing. Now you're dead. But it's like
Yeah.
th- that doesn't matter. So the idea is
Mhm.
that with VOD reviewing, what you need to try to do is that instead of one thing that people do with VOD reviewing is that they'll
Mhm.
tell me like, oh, I don't know what it is that I could have done better, or
Yeah.
I don't know where to start. That's the key thing, right? But
Mhm.
the thing is that when people VOD review, they always tell me things like, um, oh, I should have bubbled my Ana and then maybe bubbled myself right here when he slammed. It's like that's all in hindsight, and then it's
Mhm.
like it's not really addressing the core issue, right?
Yeah.
The way you address the core issue is by saying, right, three of my teammates have died. I'm like at 100. I'm low as hell. My fucking Hanzo is on like 1 grain of rice of health. Like,
Mhm.
what could I have done to prevent this whole situation from happening to begin with, right? And that's where you go back and analyze ahead of time, before this fight even started. What was it that I was doing wrong at the beginning? Oh,
Mhm.
I was doing absolutely nothing to build ult charge and create a play. I'm not. The thing is with Zarya, too, is that
Mhm.
you lack high ground control as well. You're
Yeah.
very bad with high ground control. So it's like you need to take every little bit of ground that you can possibly get that's going to help you. Right? So
Yeah.
right now you're just purely lacking in aggression. And
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying where it's like I think right now you have too much of a scrim based mentality.
Mhm.
Is this good scrims? Are probably not. No, you still need to be
No.
getting more energy. But I can guarantee you, if you were in a scrim, you would feel a lot more confident in doing standing here, right? Because
Yeah.
you feel like you have um, uh, more help, right?
Yeah.
Like your teammates would be there to support you or whatever. Whereas here,
Mhm.
it's like it's not even so much that you don't trust your team. That's fine. You shouldn't really trust your team too much. You need to trust yourself and then help
Mhm.
your teammates. You just don't. You haven't tested how much you can not. Well, no, you haven't tested how much you can trust them. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Or like you haven't
Yeah.
tested how much you can. You haven't tested how much you can trust yourself. That's what I should be saying, right?
Yeah.
There's so many opportunities here for things that could happen. Like this Sigma just threw out his rock, and it's like there's no reason to throw out your rock unless somebody's like completely on you. So he's wasted that.
Mhm.
People are going to be wasting abilities down here like crazy. There's a free turret that could build you energy. There's just like a lot of things here that are just like you haven't given yourself the opportunity. So it's not even so much that it's like, oh, I should have known that they were going to run Torb, Lucio, Hammond, Sim, and this and that. It's like it doesn't matter. The
Yeah.
thing is that you didn't even give yourself the chance of knowing,
Mhm.
right? Because here you don't know.
Mhm.
You probably don't know because there's a clusterfuck of red in front of you and you just don't know. Like you can't tell what that is. But it's like if you're here and you see it, oh, you can work the people out as they're getting onto the cart and you
Yeah.
build a plan early on ahead and you have an idea of how to tackle the situation, right? I could be
Mhm.
lobbing in right clicks from the high ground. I could just be really pissing these guys off, and I could be getting crazy energy from just like whatever. Really, I just have to wait for the Hammond to slam in to project onto my team,
Mhm.
or my Genji engages on somebody, I bubble him, whatever. But it's like you've explored none of that, right? That's that might be the core issue throughout this entire VOD.